Now, you're speaking about the program. Is this integrated from the agency Carla's Au Pairs?
Yes.
Explain that. How does that work? Do you pay to become...
And how much?
Yes, so on average, I would say you're looking at around 18,000 Rand as a total budget, but then that's agency fees, your spending money you're taking with you, applying for documents needed, paying for your visa.
Okay.
In most programs, the flights are included then, and basic medical insurance is also included for your time abroad. So, it's really nice. And then the agency facilitates this screening process of the au pairs on the side. And then we partner with agencies in the other countries and they screen the host families. And then you go basically on a database where the host families can see you and they can interview with you if they like your profile. Yeah, and then it's just a safe way to go abroad if you work through an agency, because obviously there's platforms online where you can do self-matching, but if you run the risk of meeting a host family that's not verified, and then lots of problems there. So it's much safer to work through an agency.
Yeah, I was about to ask you is how do you make sure that the host family are good people, are safe, that they will treat you well? Also because we do hear some horror stories on TikTok, for example, of au pairs from South Africa who go abroad and have terrible experiences with host families.
So the thing is, the host families get screened. They also go through an interview. They get a home visit to make sure that the room that you're staying in is meeting the requirements. Like, they can't put you in a room in the basement and there's no windows or anything. So there's certain standards for the room, and then they do police clearances. If they have kids older than 16, the kids also have to get police clearances. There is going to be cultural exchange, the language barrier, maybe struggling to make friends. Like, there's always going to be something, but it's about your mindset and how you approach the program, and you just need to be aware that there is going to be something. It might be your homesickness or one of the others I just mentioned, but it's about handling that and putting a positive spin on what is a usual challenge. I made great friends that I still talk to, and one of my friends that I met from Austria is coming to visit me now in South Africa. So it's a really great experience overall, and I would recommend this to anyone.
Explain to us what rematching is exactly. Is it when something doesn't quite work out with one family and so the agency will try and find another family for you in the same area, or are you traveling?
So that's basically if something happens, and it's not always a horror story, and that's what people don't understand. One of them was the single host mom lost her job, so she had to cut some expenses, and they had to go. It's not always the horror stories. It's sometimes just like life happening. But basically what happens is your profile just go online again, and then you get to interview with host families again, and once you find a family, you fly out to the next one.
As a South African yourself, what was the biggest culture shock? Was it constant electricity? What was like,
constant electricity?
No, I think the biggest thing, and it's pretty obvious, is driving on the other side of the road.
Yes.
Because I remember my host family picking me up from the airport, and I got in on the wrong side of the car. So that was quite a change. And then the language, you think you know English, but then you go there and then the English is a bit different. So my one host family, they didn't even understand me sometimes. I would say water, and then the kids would be like, what? And I was like, do you want some water? So you need to get the pronunciation right.
I think it's quite interesting because I'm hearing you speak, and I'm like, you lived in the US for about 2 years and you don't have an accent at all. Is it not that easy to pick up?
I've been back for a while, so but when I came back, I would sit here in the restaurants, and then people wouldn't understand me because I was like water and popcorn, and your accent changes. But I've been back a while, so it fades. You should hear the au pairs that come back from the USA. Everyone, they speak like they come from the USA.
Yes, it's crazy. Let's talk about the difference between an au pair and a nanny, and what the duties of an au pair are exactly. Are they much different from each other?
So the difference, I think the main difference between a nanny and an au pair is based on the cultural exchange experience, where a nanny is someone local from that country, and an au pair is an international person coming in to take care of the kids. So the duties are kind of the same, except the au pairs earn a little less than a local nanny would. But I mean, like, you come from another country, you get paid a weekly or a monthly stipend, so you get money to travel with and spend time with your friends. So yeah, the basic requirements is basically just looking after the kids. If it's all the kids, helping with homework, you might cook a meal or two throughout the week. You do the laundry for the kids, tidy the play area. So yeah, and basically I think of the au pair is you become part of the host family. So you live as part of the family, you get to celebrate their holidays with them and travel with them, and yeah, so it's more part of the family instead of just the work.
Yeah, and you would live in the house?
Yes, so they do provide you with your own bedroom, and then you get a bathroom, and you get food is provided, a SIM card is provided, so, and then you get your weekly or monthly stipend. So basically everything you need is given
there.
to you. So that's what's great about the au pair program, because I always say, like, people think the program is expensive, but you have to think, like, for the money that you pay for the program, when will you ever be able to travel for 1 year again on that budget? So it's a good investment for yourself.